So what is blue ocean strategy? So it all starts with this. This is a great quote. I forget where I heard this from, but when your product or service is the same as your competition, it's a race to the bottom. Okay. And a perfect example is this. When I was looking at buying a fence for my backyard, it's the same fence in every different company and everything was the exact same. So then all it is okay, who can do this the cheapest? There really isn't a customer service real factor in there. It's all the same products, probably getting from the same distribution centers. It's just who can do it the cheapest. So it's a race to the bottom. This is not where we want to fall into. Okay. So we have to think about how is our physical therapy and our customer service different compared to other PT practices and other healthcare practices. Yes, we're not just competing against other physical therapists, we're competing against everyone in healthcare, physicians, DOs, chiropractors, massage therapists, everyone. And we need to make sure that our services stand out more than that. And a way to kind of compare yourself to that is reading this book. If you haven't read this book, it's a great, great read. But I'm going to give you the main fundamental theory behind it, pretty much. So, in an oversaturated market, which is good for our business model, a lot of times there's a lot of competition, and you run into that same problem where everyone's just looking for the cheapest, and there's a lot of competition, and it's hard to compete against markets that have a lot of competition. And what Blue Ocean Strategy is using their formula and creating an uncontested market space where you're different compared to other people, and then there's nothing else to kind of compare it to. So it's a blue ocean versus a red ocean, which is an oversaturated market. So this is why it's called Blue Ocean Strategy. And there's a couple basic steps. You're creating an uncontested market space, so you squash your competition pretty much. That's what I like to do. So there's four main things of what you can do here to highlight how you are different and to solve some of the major problems that we have in healthcare. So the first block is eliminate. What factors in our industry should be eliminated? Double and triple booking patients? Yes, please. That should definitely be eliminated. What things are we going to reduce? Okay, what things do we need to fix and make better? What factors in our industry, all of healthcare, should be reduced well below the industry standards? Okay, what things should we start to raise? Which factors in our industry should we raise way above the industry standard? And what things should we create? What things can we do new and think innovatively and solve this problem and make it better? Not just to squash our competition, but to give our patients a better experience. So, what things can you eliminate? What things can you reduce? What things can you raise? And what things can you create? If we do this drill, we can create a blue ocean for us. I think it's more like a purple ocean, but we can really solve a lot of the problems of what the customers and what patients complain about. So this is what we do. Eliminate. We eliminated productivity standards. We created a production-based system where it's not based off of billing more and doing more to get more money coming in. We created a production-based system that all of our employees all get paid based off of a production stat. We eliminated double and triple booking. Patients love this. This is one of the things that you can sell when someone just asks about insurance PT or not. It's a clear differentiating factor, one-on-one patient care versus double and triple booking. We eliminated treatments that don't work. We don't even have an ultrasound machine here or a stim machine here. We don't even have any hot packs or cold packs either. So we eliminated treatments that don't work. I'm not going to waste time and money on things. And even looking into like a laser, I haven't read enough yet to even warrant a laser. We tested a laser and it really didn't work out as we like. So it's not worth the $50,000 investment and to upcharge patients with services that I know that don't really work, or I'm hoping that it works. So we eliminated all treatments that don't work. Plus, if you don't get results, they're not going to keep on paying cash for you. So in our model, it's really heavily based on results and getting proven outcomes. So We also eliminated patients being passed around. You know, the therapist that does the eval is going to be the therapist that is with that patient and for their whole full path of recovery until they get the results that we promised them at the eval and what their goals are. And then we also have insurance limitations. We eliminate that because we are cash based. We have no relationship with any health insurance company, period. So health insurance don't dictate treatment or limit what is best for the patient. We do what is best for the patient regardless, and then we give everyone a reimbursement form. So those are the things that we eliminated in our system here. The things that we reduced is waiting times. I hate waiting times, especially if like I have a physician appointment at 10 o'clock and I'm sitting in the waiting room, it's 10:45, and I haven't been even like told that we're running late. It's like, hey, hello, excuse me. It's like, what's going on here? And then they take me back into the room and I wait another half hour, and it's like an hour and a half late already. It's like ridiculous. So we eliminated waiting times. So if someone's scheduled for 10 o'clock, they're going to be seen at 10 o'clock here. Another thing that I'd like to solve is I don't want evals waiting 1 and 2 weeks to be seen. We like to get constant turnover and create a system that if someone calls, say that we can get them in this week, if not at the latest next week. So we kind of reduced waiting times with that. Things that we raised, you know, a lot of people claim one-on-one patient care, but sometimes it's one-on-one patient care for 15 minutes or like a half hour. But we raised our one-on-one patient care. Every treatment session is 60 minutes, and it's one-on-one patient care with the PT who did the initial eval. We do a lot of patient education. We really focus on blocking enough time in our evaluations for patients to ask questions and make sure they fully understand why they're in pain, what is causing their pain, or what are some risk factors of why it keeps on coming back. So we do a lot with patient education. We definitely raise the communication barrier. So with this, so our front desk is able to text patients. Patients love this. They get text communication. So they, if someone's running late, they can just shoot a text to the front desk. We send out text reminders and text confirmations. Patients always say that they love the ability to text, and not only the front desk, we run it and have our system set up where they can actually text their treating PT directly from their phone, and that's how we have it set up. The patients love that. They get to ask questions and ask questions about the home program, et cetera, and like stuff like that. We raised scheduling convenience. Again, if someone wants to book, you can book an eval via text nowadays. So we don't do online booking because we do have a screening process that we do want to do, but we made it really super easy and convenient for patients to schedule and to reschedule appointments and to move things around if needed. Now we pretty much raise the standard of care across the board where we have a whole customer experience step by step of touch point integration to wow and exceed patient expectations with this. So we elevated the standard of care compared to our competition. Things that we created a new cash-based system model. You have access to that. You've seen the simple cash-based model with that. From a business standpoint and from a patient standpoint, we use video-based home programs. So we just created videos on YouTube and we customize the home program and we send them those that way. We actually have a money back guarantee. We believe it's not right for patients to ask. We believe it's not right for patients to pay for treatment if it's not working. So we actually have a money back guarantee in the first 2 to 4 weeks. If they feel it's not working and they're not responding to treatment and they're a non-responder, we'll give them a full money back guarantee. Again, we have the Pursuit patient experience, full touch point integration from the time they see the website to the time that they're discharged and sending other patients that way. And the last thing that we created, we don't even market to physicians. Pretty much, we have direct to consumer marketing. So we market directly to the public, creating value in the public size, and we really don't market to physicians. I mean, the physicians even come here and say, Ron, I can't send you patients. We own our own clinic, but I can send you like a important patient or a complex case, but I'm obligated to keep it in-house. So, you know, we know POPs are all legal, but it happens. And we just have to kind of innovate and kind of design strategies around it to make sure that we can still run successful practices. So we need to innovate and differentiate ourselves. And, that's pretty much Blue Ocean strategy. I kind of gave you my ins and outs of it and things that we did to innovate and make our standard of care better than a lot of our competition. So that's Blue Ocean strategy.